Oh yeah, what's going on everybody? I'm got a white hair on me. Hold on. Yeah, we're not restarting this video. I've done it too many times. I'm planting some peppers from seeds. Don't know if you can hear that, but I saved some seeds from last season. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out, plant some seeds as we do. Mostly, sometimes fuck. I'm great at this whole thing. You know what? I'm not even gonna restart. You guys are gonna get the raw footage. I'm mostly used to planting seeds of dough. So where's my? I lost my basic supplies. Okay, into the dirt bucket. Yes, I have a bucket that I have of soil because, of course, why not? Oh, is that? I should probably go back this way. Get back to where you belong. Okay, do I have scissors? I don't. What can I use to cut besides scissors? Not a knife, because knives aren't allowed on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. I've got a problem, I need to find a solution. Nope, that's not gonna work. Do I have anything? Of course. My utility pen. I'm so glad that didn't hit me in the head, because that would have hurt. And then pull, right? Well, that didn't work, but I mean, it's the small victories, okay? There we go. My utility pen worked. Okay. So what I like to do is not spill everything all over. That can go over there. So for me personally, I like starting like the bottom of my pot with leaf litter, because then that gives you a good base to let the water drain out if you put too much in. And of course, my handy dandy scoop that isn't handy nor dandy. It's literally just a crushed plant pot, because why have anything better? Okay. Attempt number 5,860 fucking 2, 3, maybe 5. Okay. Just gonna flatten this. This is gonna work perfectly. It's definitely not gonna work perfectly, I can guarantee you that. Because nothing in my life is perfect. I should probably send that message. Okay, so we got 3 scoops, and it's spilling out the bung. Great. Good start. Glad we had this going. Just gonna... It's fine. It's fine. I'll clean up later. Nothing even matters anymore. Nothing even matters. Normally I would do this on Twitch, but you know, for the short live stream, ouch! For the short live stream it would be, I think YouTube gets this one. In video form. Shut up, I'm new here. Make your video entertaining. No thank you, I'm going to play with my plants. And figure out how to solve problems. With violins. Or violins. One of the two. So if my editor could speed this up a little bit, that would be great. I don't have an editor. I make the joke, but I don't. I can just shimmy shammy this corner out so it's not causing me problems. There we go. Okay, if we could just not make a mess, that would also help me. So we'll have to do this about 2, 4, 6 more times after this one. So if everyone could just close their eyes and count to the hour mark. Get up. You know, I should really invest in a shovel. I will never invest in a shovel, because this gets me a lot closer to the dirt. And if there's one thing you need to know about me is, the closer I get to dirt, the happier I am. Which is why there was a grass cutting video that I had that I was oddly entertained in. Okay, we're about not even close and close enough all at the same time. Just gonna smooth this out. Drop this back in there. Pop my knee. Good. Oh, that's way too many. Okay, good. I'm just gonna pinch some of those back. Kind of spread them all over. Odds are a lot of them aren't gonna sprout, so it's fine. If we have too many, we've got hope. Because not all that gets planted will sprout. But all that sprout will be replanted. These are just the housing pots. Notice how I'm not using this hand to move around the dirt? Need to scooch you a little more. There we go. You're not going to see anymore, but you know. I wonder. If I move you over to here, you might see a little more. Kind of. This is the pot we're working on. So I'm not using my other hand to bury anything because I don't want to stir the seeds around too much. It's just little by little making our way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Diddly diddly dee. And if that gets copyright, I'm going to start a singing channel because that was horrible singing. But if YouTube thinks that I'm singing, then I'm obviously doing something right. So get ready for some opera singing if YouTube copyrights this. Get out of my scoop. And what I like to do is not fill it all the way up with dirt, but kind of leave a little bit of a rim so that when you water it, your water's not overflowing up the top. Yes, it may overflow at the bottom, but the bottom's less important. Because if you got seeds floating upwards, you don't want your water overboard. That should be enough. I'm just going to kind of move stuff around. Got a nice thick layer above the seeds. And I miss you. And I need you. So now I'm just going to reach behind the camera. And we've got our water bowl, which we use to water. Because you just dump the water down here. And the dirt just brings it up. Like a good neighbor, dirt brings it up. Alright, that can go over there for now. That is now done. It'll need to get watered eventually. Okay, next pot. These two are broken, so they can go over here. Our other pot that I wanted to use is up there, so we'll use this pot without drainage that I don't understand why I have. Can go over here. Actually, wood. Oh, wood. That would work. And then I can utilize the broken ones. Ah, learning. Because now we got a pot and a pot. This one's got holes in it, so it can filter out into this pot, which I can then use to re-water in the future. Smarts. Not really, but the thought was there. This one's not going to have leaf litter. Actually, no, maybe. Kind of, possibly. That's going to be too much to hold. So yeah, just fast forward this part because I'm just going to be scooping for a while. We'll talk to you after these short messages. Actually, I do have leaf litter that I could use in the next one. Okay, would you stop spilling all everywhere? Dirt is expensive. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not in pain today, because... Oh, this might be posted before those videos. So my last YouTube session, for probably in 2 weeks from now, I don't know when I'll post those, but... At this order, it looks like it's going to be 2 weeks from now. My hip was in a lot of pain. This morning I got up and did a shit ton of stretches, and it's somewhat better. So we're just going to hope and pray that it is better. So we're just going to drop a few in here because it's a smaller pot. Perfect. Not a whole bunch, but just enough that hopefully one of them grows. Put a nice covering over top. So tipping upside down really does nothing except for make sure that I'm not going to be dumping a whole bunch on the floor, because I don't really want to clean up. So if I don't dump on the floor, then I won't have to clean up, right? That's how things work. Okay, dokie. I'm wondering if that's not enough dirt. then I realized how little this scoop takes of dirt. And I'm thinking, you know what, maybe that was enough dirt, because I don't really want to do this. Oops. Got a little bit of a dirt clump, just make sure everything's somewhat flat. Then we move this over here. And the next pot that has holes in it, not that one, got it. Give, pot, give, thank you. And our next broken one. Actually, how bad is this one doing? Oh, just a little crack there, but still broken enough that it's not that I don't want it, it's more that I really don't want it. I wonder, could I use this and have it in... Oh, there's a lot of holes in there. We're just gonna stick with small scoop. Oh, that's a root. Kinda wanna see what that grows into. Just me digging in some cow poop. Finding roots and wondering where they go. Oh, actually, before I continue on, I do have some leaf litter that I forgot about. Okay. Lump these leaves in here. So these are actually my Monstera plant leaves that I cut off because they were dead. So they can just sit in there, decompose, hopefully give a little bit of nutrients to the soil, because that's what I'm lacking in the soil, even though it's probably overly nutrient rich. Actually, what I would like to do is have a rock substrate to one of these. So have a bunch of big rocks and separate the dirt from and have it filter out that way. That would be kind of cool. Casually pulling dirt out of a bucket. Okay, this should be enough. So if I just kind of flirting that around, flatten, not flirting. I'm not flirting with the soil. You mind your manners. Okay, now we just easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Throw those around a bit. Spread them around. Easy breezy. Okay, there's another pot almost complete. Stay. I don't know why I get so tense when I'm dumping dirt. Probably because I don't want to have to clean all this up. If I make a big mess, then I have to clean it up. If I make a small mess, there's a lot less to clean up. If I would have been smart and did this outside, there'd be an even smaller mess. Because dirt fits in the ground really well. Because what is ground but dirt? And sometimes sand. And maybe a bit of rock. Okay. Flatten that down. Got a stick. Good. See what that grows into. Hopefully a tree. Imagine you're planting peppers and what comes of it is a tree. That's top quality peppers. It's a tree. Imagine if peppers grew on trees. That would be great. That would be fantastic. And I would fight with this again. Okay, come on now. There we go. Better idea. Move you guys up here so you can see the full stupid in motion. Clean that out. Put that over here. And then put this in this, and put this in this. And this is going to be a really stupid idea, but you know what? I don't make non-stupid content. I make the stupidest content and hope for the best. Okay, that can just go over there. Get off, thank you. Now it's shorter, easier to manage, and this is going to take over anyway. Good. We'll just plant that right there. Honestly, that worked out a lot better than I was expecting. Still need a little. Don't you threaten to tip on me. Ooh, too much, too much, too much. Okay, you go this way, so you also don't tip. Just stay in there. Shimmy, shimmy, shake, shimmy, shake, shake, shake. Okay. It worked a lot better than I was expecting it to. Now we shimmy shake some of these. No, you stay. You don't fall. You stay. Stay. I'm gonna shift my weight over here. Why do I always expect something bad to happen? Okay. Stay. Okay. We flatten. We flatten. Flatten the dirt. Just a slight bit more. Do not overdo it. We're going to say that's good because I'm getting too scared. Turn this side up. Look at this. I don't know where else to put this. This can go over here. Oh, there's a wee bit of stress happening. Put this in here. Should be good enough. Perfect. And now we're going to see how many seeds we can fit in here. Ever so focused. Okay. Good enough. That can stay there. This, we're going to tempt fate once again. A little more, just a touching more. Too much, too much, too much. When I say stop, you stop. Now, what do I have left? Let's pluck that. I almost fell. Don't mind me, it's fine. Actually, you know what? This is going to work better than what I'm hoping for. Pre-watered pot. Because I left it outside over the winter, it's got a little bit of ice in it. So that's going to be the water for my pot. The pine needles, they just come along for the ride. Yeah, we're just gonna make it work. Have this stay here. And dump a tiny little bit. Alright, that's a bit more than a tiny little bit that I was allotting for, but okay. Just gonna smooth it out. Because when the water evaporates, there's a stick. Because when the water evaporates, that's going to be some loss there. We're going to put a little bit more than what I normally would before the seeds. Okay, this is damn near perfect, I think. Probably not, but we're going to pretend it is. Then we're going to seed. That was probably way too much. It definitely was. That's a lot more than I expected it to be. We're just going to pinch back like Mr. Krabs with his pennies. Just pinch back a few. Spread them kind of around. Perfect. Okay, that's a little bit of a mountain in the middle. That's a mountain in the middle. That's a mountain in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Okay, this can go over here. Delicately place it. And I got a few more seeds. We are going to sow. We are going to sow some seeds, yeah. Next pot. There's a lot of holes in this one, so this should be fun to fill with this fine dirt. We're going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to trim some of my aloe vera leaves. Or no, not my aloe vera. That thing makes a mess. I'm going to trim a few more of my monstera leaves. To make room for the healthier ones. I know I had scissors somewhere. Okay, so we're going to place these at the bottom, kind of opposite facing each other, making it so that water can't really get out, or dirt can't really get out as easily as it would normally, because there were some pretty big holes. I wouldn't make a your mom joke, but it's heavily implied. And because we're running short on dirt in this bag and I don't really want to open another bag, we're going to just kind of briefly downsize what I normally would put in for a pot. Now you might be thinking, Panda, what's going to happen when water hits this? Well, it's going to leak all over. But I have no answers. So that's what we're going with. Okay, that's all the pepper seeds. So I've got 7 pots of peppers. Sounds like a new country song. I've got 7 pots of peppers. 7 pots of... No, that's in my bucket. You can go here. I've got 7 pots of peppers. 7 pots of peppers. Okay, there we go. Not so bad. This one's going to sit here because it doesn't have a basin. These can go over here. This can be my garbage bucket for now. And now, like a good neighbor, I should be able to close this. Oh, I can perfectly close this. Good. Now we're going to place it there. This is going to replace this, maybe, because I don't have a spot for it yet. Then we take this, all this dirt, dump it back inside here where it's going to be used eventually. And this, go under here, fold it up kind of sort of somehow. And this over here. This little bit of dirt can just get... We just won't talk about it, it's fine. Well, that only took 34 minutes. Cool beans. And now we gotta water all these things. But that's